The Vasil Hard Fork is Cardano's best update till now, but what is it? Oftentimes, ADA or Cardano is the butt of people's jokes because other cryptos are doing 10 or 20 times this while Cardano remains stagnant. The fact that Cardano is an incomplete project might be our first clue, and the team has yet to deliver on most of its promises. In this video, we'll talk about an anticipated update of the Cardano blockchain called Vasil Hard Fork. We will discuss in depth what the Vasil Hard Fork is and how it improves the Cardano network. We'll also look at what the Vasil Hard Fork offers in terms of price action for the ADA token. Without further ado, let's get Vasiled. For crypto beginners who don't know, a hard fork is like a software update for a blockchain. A hard fork is usually implemented to fix existing features or to add better features to a blockchain. After the hard fork, all nodes are required to update to the newer version, and those who don't do so will eventually face problems in the network as they are not up to speed with the rest of the network. Nodes that are running an older version of the blockchain will eventually realize this and update to the newer version to ensure that they remain functional in the network, much like how your computer experiences problems when it is working on an older version of Windows. The Vasil Hard Fork is a part of the third development cycle of Cardano, and according to Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson, Vasil is probably the hardest and most important upgrade they have done to date for Cardano. The upgrade incorporated suggestions that were proposed and approved by Cardano community members in what are called Cardano Improvement Proposals, or CIPs. The Vasil Hard Fork was named in memory of the Bulgarian mathematician and prominent member of the Cardano community, Vasil Dabov, who passed away last year in 2021. What is more interesting is that the hard fork is scheduled for the 22nd of September 2022, which is also the Independence Day of Bulgaria. Talk about coincidence. The hard fork was earlier proposed to be done in June, but has been rescheduled twice because Hoskinson and Cardano have a reputation for doing things slowly, but doing them right. More on that later. As we mentioned earlier, Cardano is a work in progress, and each hard fork adds functionality to the blockchain that makes Cardano more potent, and in some cases better than its competitor, Ethereum. 3 hard forks have been implemented till now, namely Shelly, Alonzo, and Mary. The Shelly hard fork implemented a proof-of-stake network on Cardano, which would make it 50 to 100 times more decentralized compared to other POS blockchains. The Alonzo hard fork added smart contract functionality to the Cardano blockchain, allowing ADA users to mint NFTs and create their own decentralized applications. And lastly, the Mary hard fork transformed Cardano into a multi-asset network and enabled users to transact assets without the need for smart contracts. This eliminates the possibility of hacks as you are not using smart contracts anymore and extra fees that you might experience on Ethereum when trading your NFTs or other assets. So let's see what the Vasil hard fork offers and why Hoskinson is calling it the most important Cardano upgrade. In a nutshell, the Vasil upgrade brings scalability to the user side of the network, and enhancements like Plutus will enable developers to create robust blockchain applications on the network. Currently, applications on Cardano are built using the Haskell programming language, whereas the native smart contract language for Cardano is called Plutus. Due to these two different languages, the blockchain has to process more in each transaction. Every time a transaction is made inside a smart contract, the network will first convert Haskell to Plutus to understand what command is being given and then perform that action. It's like any time you travel abroad and don't speak the native language. Every interaction takes twice as long, right? This causes slow performance and increased costs for participants on the Cardano network. By introducing reference scripts with the Vasil update, the smart contracts on Cardano will not be required to run the full Haskell code for each transaction. Result: faster transactions with lower fees. This improvement was suggested in CIP 33. Think of these improvements like this. When you download the directions to your destination on your Google Maps, your phone no longer needs to be connected to the internet. Since the directions have been saved on your mobile phone, you can be guided to your destination without even connecting to the internet. Due to the storage on your mobile phone, your phone system will use less processing power and even take up less of your battery to help you reach your destination. The same thing is happening here. The proposal CIP 32 adds on-chain storage functionality to the Cardano blockchain, which means that pieces of code can now be saved on the blockchain so that the network doesn't have to process them every time. This makes the architecture of the blockchain even more decentralized, as there is no need to depend on anyone for inputs to run their smart contracts. The CIP 31 proposal introduces a new form of input to the blockchain architecture called reference inputs, meaning that the smart contracts can now take their inputs directly from the storage of the blockchain. I know that was extremely technical, but hey, awesome things are usually hard to understand. With CIP 40, The Vasil Hard Fork also introduces a new form of collateral output, which will improve the transaction validation experience. Currently, if you add collateral to validate a transaction on the Cardano blockchain, your collateral will be lost if the transaction fails. With CIP 40, only enough collateral will be included in the transaction for it to go through. Even if you add more collateral than required, the surplus will be compensated back to you. The Vasil Hard Fork has another improvement called diffusion pipelining, also called the consensus layer scaling solution. Diffusion pipelining will attempt to make the block sizes of the blockchain bigger, eventually leading to higher transactional throughput. Diffusion pipelining is a step to make the Cardano network more scalable and faster. To put it simply, the Vasil Hard Fork will improve Cardano and even make it a much improved blockchain in terms of architecture for developers to build on it. Also, since Cardano is highly secure and decentralized, the addition of scalability will make it perfect for users to shift to it when compared to other smart contract platforms. Solana is fast and scalable, but not really decentralized. Ethereum is decentralized and secure, but not really fast, at least not yet. As for the transition to Vasil, users don't need to do anything. You will not notice any changes when interacting with the blockchain, and it will be a smooth process for you. At least, that is what the Cardano team is anticipating. However, crypto exchanges and other nodes will be required to update themselves. According to IOHK's Twitter, out of the top 12 crypto exchanges, MEXC and Bitrue are ready for the upgrade, while Binance is nearly there, and Upbit, Coinbase, Whitebit, BKEX, and HitBitcoin are in progress. The most important question is what happens to ADA's price after the Vasil update. Currently, ADA is down 84% from its all-time high of $3.10 in September 2021. Historically speaking, all three previous ADA hard fork upgrades have caused price rallies for the token, and we believe this time might not be an exception. Maybe, possibly, presumably, it might even pump harder because it's such an important update. I mean, you never know. The trend is that usually the token rallies leading up to the upgrade and then falls off. Hence, if you are looking to make a quick buck, make sure to dump it before September 22nd, 2022. ADA's price even rallied recently when founder Charles Hoskinson announced the date for the hard fork. We cannot foresee whether Cardano will rally after the Vasil hard fork or not because users will not necessarily see massive changes in their use of the blockchain right away. Much like the Ethereum merge, it is more of a technical upgrade than targeted at the users. The Vasil hard fork improves the blockchain network and enables Cardano to do things more efficiently. You will, however, eventually see an uptick in price as more projects start building on the Cardano blockchain and the current ones start scaling themselves. For us, Cardano is a long play, and we will reap the real ADA rewards when the bulls are back, which can take a couple of years at the very least. What's refreshing to see is that the team is taking the time to do things right, unlike Ethereum, who was the first to the party but not fully prepared. Now, as its competitors are catching up, it is forced to rethink and improvise as they go. To be honest with you, we believe that in 10 to 15 years, you could see Cardano as one of the top 15 to 20 projects in terms of market cap. As always, none of this is financial advice and we are not shilling Cardano to you. Do your research and make sure to tell us in the comments what you think of the long-term future of Cardano.